what you're going to do, but you better come out of this locker room with a big-time attitude.
I put you in. What did I tell you to do? Then do it.
Long before the titles, the tributes, and her trailblazing dominance, Patricia Sue Head Summitt was simply known as Trish, a blue, steely-eyed competitor at Cheatham County High School. Life on her family's Middle Tennessee farm was simple yet rigid, rooted in faith and hard work. Trish, the fourth of 5 children, balanced school lessons, basketball practice, and chores, often chopping tobacco alongside her brothers. She never missed a day of school. That discipline carried over to UT Martin's basketball court, where defense was Trish's game. She made the U.S. national team, but a knee injury sidelined her goal to play in the '76 Olympics. Determined for gold, Trish was focused on rehab when a letter came in the mail. It was a job offer from Tennessee, asking the UT Martin senior to coach the women's basketball team. Terrified, she accepted the challenge.
Now, listen to this. All Dr. Watson offered me was $250 a month. I mean, I was bouncing checks all over the place. And the opportunity to teach and get my master's degree.
We're well balanced as far as our attitudes. I've been very fortunate, I think, to be involved with a group of girls that have a great attitude, that they don't mind paying a price.
Just a 22-year-old grad student, she coached players a year younger and taught PE. Oftentimes arriving hours before a game to set up chairs and sweep the floors. Back then, fan support was meager. Just 53 people witnessed her first win, and those initial losses were agonizing. She turned to her dad for advice. He told her, "You don't take a donkey to the Kentucky Derby. You better get yourself some racehorses."
Get on the offensive board.
And she did.
1, 2, 3, go!
Just 4 years later, Pat hit 100 wins. In 1984, she finally struck gold, coaching the U.S. women's Olympic basketball team in L.A. And by 1987, she was cutting down her first nets as a national champion. A Lady Vol tradition she'd celebrate 7 more times.
If anyone deserves it, the University of Tennessee deserves it. They've made a great commitment to women's athletics, and in particular women's basketball, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
While most feared that icy stare, it was Pat's warm, nurturing manner that resonated with players.
Well, she could be kicking your butt up here, and then over here she's, hugging you and, trying to take care of you.
The cameras always seem to get her with her, that stare. But Pat has a great sense of humor.
Ain't no telephone bills.
And she has a genuine love for her players, and she's treated them like family.
She truly cared about them and never missed an opportunity to serve a home-cooked meal or dole out life lessons. So it's no surprise that perhaps her greatest role came naturally.
2 and 5.
In 1990, she gave birth to Ross Tyler Summitt. After going into labor during an out-of-state recruiting visit, Pat demanded the pilot fly her back to Knoxville so her son would be born in Tennessee. From then on, the two were inseparable. With each championship win, we watched Tyler grow, always by his mother's side. The 96 through 98 seasons were Pat's most successful years, 3 straight national titles, capped off by a perfect season in 98, 39-0. In 2005, Pat celebrated her 880th victory. To her surprise, Tennessee renamed its court the Summitt. In 2009, 35 years after she first arrived in Knoxville, Pat hit the 4-digit milestone, 1,000 wins.
Never, ever did I think I would coach this long, nor did I ever envision this program winning 1,000 games.
But life came to a screeching halt August 23, 2011.
Earlier this year, the doctors at the Mayo Clinic diagnosed me with an early onset dementia, Alzheimer's type, at the age of 59.
We're not going to give up.
Pat spoke with incredible courage.
I'm going to keep fighting. That's what I have done and what I want to continue to do.
She took this opponent head on, fighting back as the face of Alzheimer's. At every arena, fan and foe backed Pat. The We Back Pat campaign went viral. In November of that year, Pat established the Pat Summitt Foundation, which raises money for cutting-edge research.
I just appreciate all the support that we've had, and we just got to keep fighting.
Pat had hoped to coach 3 more seasons.
I made some notes because this really means a lot to me.
But April 18th, 2012, she stepped down as head coach of the Lady Vols, concluding her 38-year career. 8 national championships, 32 combined Southeastern Conference titles, 31 consecutive trips to the NCAA tournament, 22 Final Four appearances, and an overall record 1,098 wins to 208 losses. Even more impressive, her success measured by players. 12 Olympians.
Congratulations, Tamika.
34 WNBA players, 21 All-Americans, 39 All-SEC players, 100% graduation rate, and at least 46 coaches. Pat didn't just make her mark on the court. She shared her name and talents with the community, working with many organizations, including United Way, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Juvenile Diabetes, American Heart Association, the Lupus Foundation, and several domestic violence nonprofits. Pat often said, if you hang with winners, you stand a great chance of being a winner.
When a doctor first told Pat Summitt she suffered from dementia, she almost punched him. When a second doctor advised her to retire, she responded, "Do you know who you're dealing with here?" Obviously, they did not.
2 months later at the ESPYs, the head coach emeritus received the Arthur Ashe Courage Award, with fellow Vol Peyton Manning giving the honor.
I've been very fortunate, I think.
Daughter, mother, friend, coach, author, master motivator, role model, mentor, and proud Tennessean. Pat certainly reached her summit on and off the court, and her legacy will forever stand tall.